Hello everyone, this is Southern Belle Whisper. I hope you all are doing well today. I'm going to talk about the elephant in the room. I know I probably don't look like myself. I probably have like bags under my eyes. I probably look really tired. Didn't really try with my makeup today. My cat Journey has disappeared. We have not seen him since 4 a.m. on July 5th. And it's really starting to worry me. It's really not like him. He's disappeared for like a day or two, but this is really not like him. He usually comes back to the house and gets water. It's like 100 degrees outside, and I'm trying not to be a worrywart, but that's my baby, and you don't really realize that you get attached to something until it disappears. Seriously. I just know it's super hot outside, and then this bozo next door to me, not my cousin, but the house past my cousin, was letting off these huge ass fireworks all through the weekend. And Journey gets spooked really easily. And there's a cornfield beside us that he loves to play in since he was a kitten, but the corn is almost as tall as me now, and it just scares me that he might have gotten spooked and he ran to that field and got lost. We've been trying. We go out there, we call for him, we put the litter box outside. We've done pretty much everything I could do. All I can say is he is not fixed yet, so maybe he's just gallivanting around, but I'm like any worried mama. I'm very worried for him. It's been like a drought in Virginia this year, and hardly any rain, and it's been hot and dry and humid, and I hate the thought of my baby being out there suffering, but I'm trying to have faith. That's what everybody says. They said, have faith. Just let it go. It's really hard to let go. I haven't slept. I've been doing a lot of emotional eating, and I've been a wreck, you guys. So I wanted to let you guys know what is going on so you understand why I look the way I look. Today I actually had an interview with another agency, and my heart was already not in it. I've been worried sick over Journey and tired and just mad that I had to get up at 6 a.m. this morning. But I told you guys, I do know, I do not want to be a CNA again unless it's like private care. I don't want to have to go through an agency. She tried to lowball me. She said just because I lost my CNA that I get paid $1 less than all the other CNAs. And I was like, no, I can't do this. All they wanted was 12-hour shifts, and that was already at X, and then the pay was only 14, and I would have to travel here and there for different patients. It's just not worth it to me. Not worth it to me at all. But I went to Goodwill today because at first I was all for it. I was like, oh, okay, cool, going to be a CNA again. And I went to Goodwill to see if they had any scrub tops because I was supposed to start orientation tomorrow. I was going to go into Goodwill to see if they had any scrub tops, but of course they didn't. And that was just one sign. I was just like, okay, I don't think this is going to work. And it's not. I got emailed today from Goodwill for a sales associate full-time position, and I'd rather do that than be a CNA again. Seriously. So fingers crossed that everything happens according to his will. His will be done. I'm trying, you guys. I'm trying. I'm just so ready to get back to work, whatever it is. I hate not working. It makes me feel non-productive. It makes me feel like almost like I'm a nobody because I'm not. But that's how I feel about myself, not how other people feel about me. I'm very, what's the word? Hold on. Paranoid. Because of the treatment I got from my ex, I'm very paranoid, and I'm like, oh, I know you guys feel this way about me, and they don't. And they're like, what are you talking about? I'm very paranoid about not working. I want to be working so bad. So, but yeah, I don't think I want to take that caregiver position. I've already learned my lesson when it comes to agencies, and I just don't think that's going to be my cup of tea. But I got some items from Goodwill, and I've been thinking lately about doing a triggers video for you guys, because you guys know I just recently hit 1,300 subscribers, so I've been wanting to do videos for you guys to celebrate that fact. That's why I released that July 4th blooper video that you guys seem to really like. So, but anyways, let's get to these items from Goodwill. They had a lot of good DVDs today. This one is called My Dog Skip. It's got Frankie Muniz when he was like 9 years old, Diane Lane, Luke Wilson, and Kevin Bacon. This is one of my favorite dog movies of all time. I cannot watch this movie and not cry. Every family needs an optimist. Look at Frankie Muniz. He was so young. That's crazy. But yes, this is one of my favorite dog movies. It was released in 2000, so I was 9 years old when this movie was released. 9. And I remember watching it with my brothers all the time. Who says best friends have to be human? Not Willie Morris, who receives a talented terrier named Skip for his birthday. With Skip's remarkable and unconventional help, Willie and Skip turn bullies into friends, tangle with hapless moonshiners, and even win the affections of the prettiest girl in school. Shining with warmth and humor, My Dog Skip unleashes a story that will have the entire family sitting up and begging for more. So true. The end of this movie gets me every single time. I cry every time. But yes, and I got this $2. Worth it. Very worth it. Okay, this is one of those movies that I see once and I never want to see again. Yes, it's about Jesus. Yes, it was one of the best. Mel Gibson directed this. And I think it's one of the best movies about what Jesus went through when he was crucified. But it's very intense. It is very, but I think it is a very beautifully made movie, but it's so intense, you guys. I almost feel like this movie should have been rated X, because but I just wanted a copy of it to say I have a copy of The Passion of the Christ. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. I haven't seen it since I was a very young girl, and maybe I'll look at it differently if I watch it again. But yeah, Mel Gibson, when it comes to directing and acting, I love Mel Gibson. But yeah, just to say I have it, even if I never watch it again. Oh man, I forgot I got this one. Oh my gosh. Riding in Cars with Boys. This is probably my favorite Drew Barrymore movie. It's based on a true story about a writer. It almost sounds like my story. I really relate to her character in this movie. I never got pregnant at 15, but other than that, the back says, from celebrated director Penny Marshall comes the story of a girl who did everything wrong but got everything right. Make way for Beverly, a smart, beautiful young woman who can't wait to grow up, much to the frustration of her police sergeant father, James Woods. Her life takes its first detour when she gets pregnant at age 16. The baby's father, her husband, Ray, turns out to need more mothering than her newborn son. But through all the trouble, Beverly makes a life that's more than she ever imagined and lives a story that's waiting to be told. Join the ride and watch Beverly kick life where it counts. This also has Brittany Murphy. I love her. Brittany Murphy, R.I.P. And it's also got Steve Zahn as her husband. I'm a big fan of him too. James Woods, like stellar cast. I do not see how Drew Barrymore didn't get nominated for this movie. In the end, where she sings Dream with her daddy. That's such a sweet scene, oh my gosh. She did everything wrong, but got everything right. I was so excited when I found this one. This is a movie that I haven't seen in years, but I remember watching this with my brothers and laughing my ass off. I used to love watching them laugh at something, and then I would laugh. You know how it is when you see somebody laughing, it makes you want to laugh. And I know how stupid this movie is. It's stupid. It's so stupid, it's funny. Chris Kattan, Peter Falk, and Chris Penn star in this hilarious fish-out water comedy caper from two of the producers of The Waterboy. Naive, bumbling, quirky Romano, the outcast son of a mafia boss, is recruited by his family to infiltrate the FBI and steal any and all evidence that will put his cranky father in jail. But he is in way over his head when he's made out to be a super agent. It's a reputation he must live up to as he tries to fake his way through one tough assignment after another, while hunting for the elusive, incriminating proof of his father's illegal activities. Like, I don't see why people hate on this movie. I think it's hilarious. Like, I actually really like Chris Kattan movies. I love this one. I love Night of the Roxbury. I love him and Will Ferrell together, Night of the Roxbury. But yeah, like I love this movie. I think it's hilarious. And I know I told you guys I didn't really like scary movies, but this has all four Final Dance. I know there's more than that, but this one has 4 of the Final Destination movies. I think it was the second one with the truck, the log truck. To this day, I will not drive behind a log truck. Like, I think a lot of people feel that way about log trucks to this day because of Final Destination, seriously. And I love the first one. It's not really scary, it's more thriller with lots of violence. It's not really that scary, but it messes with your mind. That's what the first one did. That's why to this day I haven't rode in a plane. Nope. Not me, guys, not me. One day, I promise, but whew, where the plane blows up, oh my gosh. But yeah, this has 4 of the Final Destination movies in it. And then I got this thing, which my parents desperately need. This is a sink stopper, but if you ever put anything in the sink, let's say like breadcrumbs or anything, these type of stoppers stop the food from going down the drain. And they desperately needed one of these. I'm really happy I found it at Goodwill. I don't even know what I paid for. I think it was really cheap. Maybe like $1.99. So worth it though. So worth it. But yeah, it even shows you on the back how you do it. Put it in the sink. And then also, these were $1.99. I got these, or my mom bought me a couple end tables for my room, and we've been talking about I've been talking about painting them. I haven't been able to, you guys. It has been so hot outside. I need to like get up early in the morning and do it because I can't stand it out there. There's no wind at all. It's just humid and hot. But I really want to paint these end tables before I put them in my room. And because they're really nice, but they need to be painted over where it's chipped in places. But this package had 3 paintbrushes in it. Just to get myself ready. That's something I really want to work on. When I do get a job, I'm not going to go crazy like I did the last 8 months. When I got my first check, you guys, I didn't even think about saving. I just wanted to, it felt so good to have money and to spend it any way I wanted to, and I got a little selfish, and you know, with the I don't regret my tattoo. That's the only thing I do not regret is my tattoo. But like, I really should have been saving, because I look around my room and I'm like, I need an end table, I need a lamp, I need a desk for my channel. I'm literally using a garden chair in a box to hold up my microphone. Like, there's so many things that I need that I can put everything else on the back burner. Like, seriously. I look back and I'm like, I swear when I get a job I'm going to save every single cent. But yeah, I shouldn't have. I wasn't thinking. It just felt so good. It was almost like a high to be able to spend the money, but I shouldn't have spent it like I did, and I know it. It's a lesson to be learned. But yeah, as soon as I get whatever job that God has in my life, then I will definitely start saving up better. Alright, I got one more bag. My mama really loves candles. And this was $8, but considering that candles are like $25 at Bath and Body Works, I think that's a steal. They had like 5 of these. It's called Berry Prosecco. Okay, whatever. But it smells really freaking good. It smells like raspberries or strawberries. Look, it's even red. But I got my mom one of these because she loves burning candles, especially when we have visitors. And so I got her this candle while I was at Goodwill today. I think it's way worth it. I think it smells really, really good. I can't say no to a candle, you guys. I can't. You can never have enough candles, ever. And then I also got a couple books. I know. But this one, I've been really missing the physical copies of books, you guys. Like, I've kind of put my Kindle to the side recently, and and was like, I wish I had more physical books to read. But you know, like physical summer books. So this one I found at Goodwill. It's called Sunset Beach. I really liked the title, Sunset Beach, and it's by Mary Kay Andrews. I've read a few books of hers, and I really like her. I think she's a great summer read author. So, Mary Kay Andrews, Sunset Beach. So let's see what it's about. Drew Campbell's life is adrift. She's out of a job and down on her luck. And life doesn't seem to be getting any better when her estranged father, Bryce Campbell, a flamboyant personal injury attorney, shows up at her mother's funeral after a 20-year absence. Worse, he's remarried to Drew's 8th grade frenemy, Wendy, now his office manager, and they're offering her a job. It seems like the job from hell, but the offer is sweetened by the news of her inheritance. Her grandparents' beach bungalow in the sleepy town of Sunset Beach, a charming but store-damaged eyesore now surrounded by waterfront McMansions. With no other prospects, Drew begrudgingly joins the firm, spending her days screening out the grifters who phone calls flood the law office. Working with Wendy is no picnic either. But when a have I ever told you guys I stutter sometimes? Yes, I do. Sorry. But when a suspicious death at an exclusive beach resort nearby exposes possible corruption at her father's firm, she goes from unwilling cubicle rat to unwitting investigator, and is drawn into a case that may or may not involve her father. With an office romance building, a decades-old missing persons case reopened, and a cottage in rehab, one thing is for sure on Sunset Beach. There's a storm on the horizon. Oh goodness, so it's a mystery too. You guys, I haven't read a mystery book in so long. So, pretty much it's got everything. Called Sunset Beach. Really excited about this one. And then this one I've read a few times, but I wanted it in my collection because I don't remember if I read this book before or after I wrote my story in high school. But it's called Let's Roll. It's by Lisa Beamer, who was married to Todd Beamer, and he was one of the 9/11 United Flight 93. You read all about it. You heard hero Todd Beamer's last words. But is that the end of the story? And Let's Roll, Todd's wife Lisa reveals what really happened on that ill-fated flight, as well as poignant glimpses of a genuine American hero. She talks candidly about Todd's grown-up years, their marriage and last week together, and then family moments without him, the devastating day her children learned their daddy had died, how they celebrate his first birthday without him, the mix of grief and joy when she gave birth to their third child, and how she's found the confidence to go on in the face of such tragedy and loss. It's no wonder that through this unpretentious homemaker and mother, an entire nation can find hope, find inspiration, and find strength. So let's roll. The reason she called it Let's Roll was when all the people on United 93 got up and stormed the cockpit that the hijackers were in. And before they all got up and started fighting back, Todd Beamer yelled, "Let's roll." And gosh, it gives me goosebumps to this day because they all knew they were going to die. But they weren't going to let those hijackers get to the White House. They weren't going to let them do it. And I think that is the most heroic, heartbreaking thing, tragedy that I've ever heard of in my life. It inspired me so much that I ended up writing that story in high school that I won for best short story in the county. I just felt so inspired, heartbroken, of course, but yeah, that was a really proud moment for me. I felt that by writing my own story about it, that it would heal some part of the people that went through it. But this book, it's Todd Beamer's wife. She wrote it, but it's amazing, and I definitely recommend it to anybody. It's one of the best memoirs, biographies that I've ever read. It's really amazing. You think what you go through is bad until you see things like that happen in the world, and your life doesn't look so bad in comparison to what other people go through. So this is the end of this video. You guys, please, at this point I would just really love to get a good night's sleep. I haven't been able to sleep the past few days, and please be praying about this job thing. It's about to drive me nuts. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really trying to put on a brave face for you guys. I probably lost that battle, but I will be talking to you guys soon. I'll keep you updated about Journey if I hear any good news. But I love you guys. I'll talk to you later.